Hi guys, Josh here from Uno Coffee. Welcome to the second video in our three-part series we're showing this week. Today I want to talk to you all about preparing great easy coffee at home or in the office. Before I get into that, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who left a comment or sent us an email regarding our first video. Your feedback is really appreciated. If you didn't see that video, you can still see it at unouno.com.au on our blog page. It's titled How You Can Earn $2,300 a Year Drinking Coffee. So just briefly to recap on that, we worked out that you can spend over $2,700 a year drinking coffee from a cafe. If you just change your habits a little bit and drink some of that coffee at home, it can be as little as $390 a year. I mean, that's a massive saving. That's thousands of dollars you can save by just changing your drinking habits just a little bit. And the beauty is these days, you don't have to compromise on taste and flavour if you drink at home or in the office. There's some great coffee available out there, including the Melitta coffee that we sell here at Uno. It's a high-grade coffee. It's 100% Arabica beans, and I believe it's as good, if not better, than a lot of coffees you'll find in cafes around the place. So if you don't have to believe me, you can visit the testimonial tab we've got there in the header of our website and see what other people are saying about the coffee and gauge for yourself if you think it's worth a try. So we've worked out we can save a lot of money. Now, how do we make great coffee at home? It's easy. It's not a chore. It's not a pain. Well, that's where the Melitta coffee pod has done all the great work for you. At Uno, we've been around for over 10 years now, and there's a reason we partnered with Melitta Coffee, because they make fantastic coffee. I mean, Melitta is one of the leading brands of coffee in Europe. They've been around for over 100 years, and they have perfected the art of preparing coffee. So when it comes to coffee, the most important stage of producing coffee is the coffee grind. If you can get the grind right, you'll produce a great coffee. It doesn't matter what kind of apparatus you're using to produce it. So if you go into a cafe, the baristas there, they're trained to do this. They do an excellent job. Before the day starts, they'll make sure they'll test the grind, they'll adjust it, they'll test it, adjust it until they get it perfect. And then you can have a great coffee consistently during the day. Well, at home that's a bit harder. We're not, you're not a barista, you don't have the time to be doing all that, and that's the beauty. That's where the beauty of the Melitta coffee pod comes in. They've done all the work for you. So Melitta have done that grind. They've tested it and done the perfect grind, and they've wrapped it in this filter paper with flavour enhancing cords. Now what this filter paper does, just briefly, I could go on a whole video on the filter paper, but I won't, not for now anyway. All it is, it keeps the sediment and the nasty grinds you don't want in the actual drink and nasty oils that can be in coffee. It keeps it away, and it just releases that great coffee flavour in the caffeine. So anyway, once it's wrapped in that filter paper, it's then we use this foil wrap goes around it. It's nitrogen flush to get rid of any oxygen that could be near your coffee, and it's sealed. And this process is done really quickly. From grind to seal, it's done really quickly. So when you're at home or the office and you open your Melitta coffee pod to enjoy coffee, you can be assured it is the freshest coffee that you could possibly have. So we'll go on. So what I want to do, we know we can save a lot of money, but now how can we make easy coffee, great easy coffee at home and enjoy it? So I'm going to show you 4 methods of producing coffee using the Melitta coffee pod today. The first one I want to talk about is the Uno coffee machine by Russell Hobbs. This one's been around a while. If you're watching, you may use it, or you may have used it in the past. The beauty of this machine is its simplicity. You simply place the pod in the filter basket, you put that into the machine, you'll shut the lid, you'll turn it on, and in under 60 seconds you have yourself a great coffee. So I mean, what have you done there? You've made a coffee for 50 cents. It's a great tasting coffee. You have no mess, you have no coffee grinds, and you could do that 100 times and make the same consistent coffee every time. It's not going to change because remember, Melitta's done the hard work for you. The second option, or the second method of coffee making at home I want to show you today is espresso coffee. I love espresso. Espresso coffee is fantastic. That's why we go to the cafes. We love an espresso coffee. You can do it at home. I have a Brew machine here today, but there's a variety of machines on the market you can use. And with the Melitta coffee pod, it doesn't really matter. It will still produce a great coffee. I often ask people, do you have an espresso machine? And they say, yeah, but it's in the back of the cupboard. And I say, why is it in the back of the cupboard? And usually the response is, Josh, I'm over the preparing the grind, the messy cleanup. It just takes a lot of time. It just gets too hard. I just want a quick, great coffee at home. Well, again, this is where our Melitta pod saves the day. Most espresso machines you get on the market come with two filter baskets, a large one and a small one, or a 2 cup and a 1 cup. Now the Melitta pod fits perfectly inside these filter baskets. Usually choose the small one for 1 coffee. It varies on machines. Sometimes the large one will fit 2 pods and you can have a double shot. And that simply attaches to the machine as normal. You brew your coffee, you get a great coffee that comes out, has a great creamer on top, and then the beauty is you take the pot out and you throw it away, or you put it on the garden, whatever you choose to do with it. But what we've just done is produced a cafe style coffee, a great espresso coffee at home for what, 50 cents? You had no messy cleanup, no messy grinds to deal with, and you can consistently do that coffee after coffee with the Melitta coffee. So that's the second one I wanted to show, espresso coffee, fantastic. The third method I want to show today in this video is plunger coffee. The plunger coffee, again, like the Uno machine, its brilliance is its simplicity. You put some coffee grinds in there, you let it steep for a while, you plunge it down, you have a great coffee. Just replace the coffee grinds with the coffee pods, you put them in there, same process, push the coffee pods down, you're extracting all that great coffee out of the filter paper, you're keeping all the nasty sediment and grinds out of your coffee, and you enjoy great coffee. I guess the main advantage is when you go to clean it, you just take the pot out, you don't have messy grinds to deal with. Another great advantage, say, of this method of coffee making, if you travel for business or you're in hotels or traveling a lot, you can take a grinder with you, you can take a bunch of these Melitta coffee pods with you, and you can enjoy a great coffee wherever you go. You don't have to lug around a big coffee machine that you usually use at home. Okay, that's the third one. The fourth one I want to show you today is actually one of my favourites. It's gaining more momentum. It's becoming very popular, especially with the summer months and the hot months coming on. It's a cold brew coffee. You may have seen it around in cafes or read about it. It's a different way of preparing coffee. So it's actually a cold extraction. You're not using hot water at all for this coffee preparation. Now, if you go to a cafe, you'll probably pay a bit more money for a cold brew coffee because there's a lot involved. You know, they have these big contraptions and they look great. They're on the bench and you've got some coffee grinds in there and they slowly drip the cold water through. And this process takes at a minimum 12 hours to get a proper cold brew coffee. And so you can expect to pay a bit more. Imagine if you tried to do that same process at home. Number one, I wouldn't know where to buy that, but you could get other containers and have a lot of grinds and the filtering, and you know, it'd be a messy, time-consuming exercise. But again, at Uno, we're all about real coffee, real easy. And the way we make cold brew here is with our coffee pods. And it's as simple as this. Fill a jug with cold water. I've prepared one earlier. This is only about half an hour old. I've put some cold water in. I've added about 5 coffee pods to the water. And I'm going to let them steep in there and I'm going to put it in the fridge for 12 hours. Let it be. I'm going to spend maybe 30 seconds preparing this fantastic drink. After 12 hours, I'll take it out of the fridge, use some tongs, I might remove the coffee pods, and I'm left with a fantastic cold brew that took me no time to prepare. I have no mess, and it tastes fantastic. A cold brew is a real subtle, sweeter coffee drink, and it is so refreshing in the hot weather. It's got a high caffeine content as well than if you brewed traditionally with the hot method. So that's the fourth method I want to talk about. I will do a whole video just on cold brew to show you guys from go to low how to actually prepare that at home using your Melitta coffee pods. But for today, they're the 4 I want to talk to you about. So to recap, we've saved a bunch of money by adjusting our coffee habits. We've seen 4 different ways you can actually prepare your coffee, the Melitta coffee pods at home. There is a 5th way I want to talk to you about. I'm not going to talk to you about that today. I'm going to talk to you in the 3rd video about a 5th way to prepare your coffee. Now, you may have been on some emails or seen in previous videos, we've talked about it Uno, we've got some amazing, exciting things we've been working on. And in this 3rd video is where all will be revealed. This is where all the good stuff's going to come out. So we're really excited about this third video and showing you. And the fifth coffee preparation I'm talking about, that relates to what we're going to tell you about. So we'll do all that in the third video. So I'm really excited about that. If you're not a member, we will send out an email to alert you when that's available. If you're not a member, go to our website, unouno.com.au, and sign up, and you can receive many alerts and some great free content. And we're really excited about that. I can't say enough. The third video is going to have a great thing we're going to launch, and we're going to reveal in that video. So anyway, thank you for listening today. I really appreciate it. Please leave a comment. We love all your feedback. Let's start a conversation about this coffee. If you drink this coffee, tell everyone how great it is. And if you're not a member, sign up and get involved. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you in the third video.